Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Timberborn in the Settlement of Paradise. And this is episode 4, if I can speak properly today. Episode 4. And our settlement is looking pretty good for, I think we're on cycle 5 or cycle 4. I don't remember. It's a moot point as of this moment. So today, our main thing is we are going to come over here and try and get us some metal. They already started working on it, but we're going to try and get a little bit more and let us get us some metal, and we can start doing some stuff with said metal. I'm not exactly sure just yet, but the other big focus today is to get these water tanks done and make sure we are good on water. We might also expand our housing. Just put in another section, little block like this, either on this side or that side. But let's get started on this. Right, we're still waiting on them to finish that. So while we're waiting on them to finish this, oh, we are in a drought. I forgot we were in a drought. Okay. While we were waiting on them to finish these ladders, I wanted to let you know. I said this is a let's play, and I do mean that. This is a let's play. But I am recording multiple videos in a session, or I may be further ahead just because will be going out of town in the next few weeks a couple times. And so if you leave something in the comments or that you want to see or would like to happen, it may not happen within the very next episode, or it may not happen in what might be considered a timely manner because of the fact that I'm recording of when I'm recording these episodes and doing this. But it does not mean I am not listening and that I am not going to actually try to do these things. I know I am not. I don't feel like I'm very good at this game at times because I make silly mistakes or I try and do something that may be way over the top. But I don't play this game to be the most efficient at times. I play to enjoy it, to try new things, to see and challenge myself and see how far I can push my own imagination and creativity. So there's that. Oh yeah, our chestnut trees are finally maturing, which means we'll start getting chestnuts, which means I'm going to have to put another bakery in at some point. I'm kind of excited about that. So let's see, they are working on these planks and gears. That was what else I needed to do. So I think I'm going to crank this up because it just needs 3 more planks. I need to put in another lumber mill. Let's see. 1 plank every 1.3 hours. 1 gear every 3 hours. And it's the interesting thing is that if this is working at full capacity, it should be putting out way more planks than what gears are being manufactured. But it always feels like until you get to that late game stage, it never does. I don't know why. Maybe it's just something about the way my planks are actually being used. It could be it. Because, oh yeah, they're using planks over here for this. Aren't they? Well, they got the logs in. They're waiting on planks. So yeah, I'm just behind on planks. So how about this? Once I have all the gears filled up for this one, I will pause the gear workshop. Because that's the only thing we need gears for right now. Although I have 3 beavers with no work. I could put them at work at the hauling post, the hauling post for right now. Oh, cycle 5, day 1. I just realized our drought ended. Hooray! Which means we're gonna have water, which means we can start pumping. Yeah, I know I just sent you to the hauling post, but yeah, we're gonna have you guys pump water. So yeah, go pump water. Need 2 more gears, and then I'm gonna turn this off. So by the end of the day today, by the end of day 2, they should be done with the gears for that tank. And man, they are filling those water tanks, that water tank, pretty quick. Feels like it's going down just as fast as it's going up, though. That whole end of the workday thing. Okay. One goal accomplished. We have a medium tank. Almost at 2 medium tanks. Alright. So, yeah, they're done with that. So, pause the... Oh, I paused the wrong one. Huh. Let's pause that. We don't need gears right now. Man, we are loaded up on wood. Awesome. And he's like, bruh, I got nothing to do. Okay, we are gonna delete yours. Yeah, we're gonna delete yours because we'll just move it back up here once we get up here. Let's see, what else can we start? What else could we actually start doing? Because we have a ton of wood. Our food is looking good. We're at 1,000 food. That is beautiful. We're getting up there with water. They finished this one, so we're getting up there with water. Let's see. And looking at this, and we're gonna need a stair up there. So since we have a ton of science right now, we'll set up the scavenger flag, and we'll set a lumberjack flag up here too, because there's a lot of trees that can be removed. So what do we go next? You know what? Maybe we will put in that new housing block. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it'll hurt. I really don't think it'll be a downside. But we don't really necessarily need more beavers, I guess. I don't know. This is one of those points where I'm like, what do I do next? What do I do next? I mean, I could try and make it over here. That's a long distance to travel. but they can make it. I would have to do make some slight modifications for sure, because I'm pretty sure I can't put levees on top of those. Yeah. So I have no way, which means I can't put stairs on top of them either. So how about we do this? We are gonna start making our way up. And then we'll clear these couple trees up here because we're going to need those to be gone to actually continue moving forward. And man, they started on that with the quickness. Did they finish this one over here? Wait, is he stuck? It says he's starving. Is he stuck? I don't understand what's going on. Is he stuck? What if I delete the path? That was weird. That was so weird.
Editor's note. You don't have to put a path down because building the ladder automatically puts a path there. And there was 2 conflicting paths, so that's why the beaver got stuck. Just in case you were wondering.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. That was just weird. But at least he didn't die. Because that would have been a problem. I have no idea. These ladders. It's my first time ever using the ladder mod, so if you guys know what was happening, why he got stuck, then let me know, because is it because of that path that was there at the bottom?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Is that what it was? Oh, probably because the ladder already considers it a path. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I don't know. I've never used this before, so maybe it's just conflicting paths. Okay, our water's all full, so I don't think we need all 6 of these going. Let's go down to 4 and see if we can maintain full water. We got a beaver over here who is fixing their teeth. Oh, you're a gatherer. Oh, you know what? I don't need you there. I didn't even realize that gatherer was still there. So here's a question. Can this be... Okay, they can reach that. But I apparently need to build something. Okay, what I can do over here is I can Actually, let's just do... No, let's get rid of this. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And we'll just replace it with a large pile for planks. And then that way we have a huge storage for planks. We have a lot of storage for logs right now. So let's take a look down here. I could build a builder's hut and purpose a few beavers just to be dedicated builders, which would be good. Underwater. I need bad water pump, but I don't have a good source of bad water, especially with a maximum depth of 2. And I thought they were making it so they were creating parity between the Iron Teeth and the Folktales, so the pump depths would be the same, but I guess that got changed, or they didn't do it. I'm not sure. I thought they were doing it. I thought they did it the last update, but I mean, I could be wrong. Well, looking over here, it actually doesn't feel like there's any good way to... good place to put a bad water pump. Maybe here. Maybe there. Oh, there. I guess I could do it there. I just need it somewhere where it'll be... I'll be able to get to it. Man, it's not very deep. Oh well. This is a problem that I will have to solve. And then another thing I may have to do is change my cutting area just to make sure that they actually get those trees up there that I need them to cut down. So how about... I'm going to remove this cutting area real quick. See if I can force them to cut those 2 trees that I need cut down. And you know what? We're just going to build another housing unit. Yeah, we're going to do it. Because the one thing is, if I don't want that many beavers around, I can always pause it. Pausing is an option. So there we have those. And then on top of that, we're going to need our... I just looked at it. Rooftop terrace. That's what they're called. Yes, that's what they're called. Rooftop terraces. So then we're, of course, going to need our lamp posts and our shrubberies. And then we're going to need our pathing. And that should take care of some of that wood. Let's see. They cut down those trees. All right. I can replace my cutting area now. And apparently, I am missing some trees in the... No. No. I surely did just try and plant an oak there. Pine. It was supposed to be pine. Oh boy. So then... And I'm thinking it may be a good idea to wait until a drought to work on this, because if I do that now, it's going to staunch our water flow that we're using right now, and that could become an issue, quite simply. That could become a real issue. But there's a drought coming, because of course I haven't been paying attention and I didn't see the drought warning. And because I'm playing with my speakers very, very low, instead of using a headset, I didn't hear the drought warning. Oh, hey, what do you know? They up here. And let's see. Well, if I cut these trees, then that might give me the area to put down a pile. Because right now, if I tried to put one down, yeah, it's gonna take up, they won't be able to get past it. So maybe if I get them to cut those trees down. Oh, I don't even have anyone working there. So yeah, I think it is time to get some more beavers. I guess I could turn my gear workshop back on, and then I mean, we don't need so many gears right now. I can just, a small one would be fine. Cool, a drought. All right, I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna turn off all of our water pumps. It's a 5-day drought. It's just a 5-day drought. I'm gonna turn off all of our water pumps and see what our water looks like in 3 days. Just as a gauge of how much water we're gonna use. Because we have about 742, we have 33 beavers, so that would be 99 in 3 days. If I'm generous, I'd say roughly 200 if they 2 times a day, drink 2 times a day. But I guess that means I should still be around 500 something after 3 days. Oh, 3 days, not 2 days. No, 3 days. 99 was 33 times 3. So we'll see what it looks like. Actually, we might just keep it off until the end of the drought, which is 5 days. They should be fine. It should be 500. But this will give us a better way of knowing. If I get down past 200 and down lower, then we'll say 230 is our emergency buffer to turn the water back on. Oh man, I have a ton of babies, and I just had an entire generation die off. Yeah. Well. Speaking of having an entire generation dying off, let's look at Oh, we're at well-being 10 already. Wet fur. We could do some wet fur. I mean, I think wet fur would be fine. We would have to unlock the Lido. I think the only problem I have with that is that we don't necessarily have any really opportune spots for a Lido. It's because of the shape of it. I mean, I could just build out into the water and make one. That'll come off maybe over here. So let's see, well-being. I could just do showers. I mean, they're the single showers though. So you can only get one visitor at a time. Whereas a Lido, I could get 7. So 40 logs, 30 planks, 10 logs, 1 plank. I don't really have an issue with planks, but the Lido footprint is what, 3 or is it 4? Talk about not saying I don't have the perfect spot for a Lido, and I have the perfect spot for a Lido. I just don't like how far away it is from the village center, because it's a long distance. So what if, hear me out, I remove some of this planting area, and then I take, is it 1, 2, I think I just need 2 platforms. Okay. And I feel like I'm going to need to do this because it's starting to annoy me. It is really starting to annoy me. All right. We'll do it. Yeah, the trees in the water. It's a little bit annoying. I know it shouldn't be, but it is. Oh, our drought ended, and we were still at 400 water. So yeah. Oh, we were definitely good. And look at that. Our number is now up to 38 beavers. Our population is soaring. Oh. Yep. Hey, dummy. You didn't need a stair there. The stair led to nowhere. But I am going to remove these water barrels because we have the big ones there. And if anything, I'll just make another big one. Another large one for water storage. But one thing I was thinking about was it said contemplation spots. And I know contemplation spots are small. So what if I put contemplation spots right outside the houses? You know, get that well-being up. And man, for a point where we like didn't have potatoes, now we have tons of potatoes. Oh, hey. That's awesome. I was not paying attention. They actually got rid of... okay, I can put it there. They got rid of... I was like, oh, they got rid of the... they got rid of those trees. And then I'm like, instantly, I'm like, oh, we don't have enough room. So we can start getting some scrap metal. Oh, I completely forgot to do that during the drought.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
I wonder how many people were screaming into the camera, hey, dummy, you're forgetting to do stuff during the drought that you planned on doing. All right. We're just going to have to... hope that this doesn't ruin... Maybe if I do it one at a time, it won't be so bad.
This is the way.
So let's see. Yeah, one at a time it isn't so bad. It's going to be a little bit tedious.
Hey, this is Editor LB, and I just wanted you guys to know I recorded these videos actually back to back, and I was doing it because I was planning on editing them and releasing them because I was going to be gone out of the country. And due to some work issues and some issues with my editing software, updating and then not realizing where my files were, I wasn't able to do that, at least for this video. But on a good note, I should be back to doing this and editing and bringing out videos regularly. I know I've been a little sporadic over the last couple months, but it's just been growing pains with a new job and everything. But I have this series, and I'm going to start a series with the Iron Teeth as well, and they're going to coincide and run together. So just wanted to give you that heads up while I had a moment. Back to your scheduled program.
Yeah, this is interesting, trying to mitigate the loss of water. But we're doing pretty good. Yeah, you had one job. Alright, let's... Oh. Now that I think about it, I still forgot to do something else. Something else we were talking about doing. You know what? I think I'm actually going to move the hauling post in the builder's hut, because with the hauling post in the builder's hut, they don't actually have to go there. All they have to do is be assigned to it. Okay, so we're just going to put it there for now. And I can rearrange everything later when I actually have a distinct way I want this to look. So then I should just need one more set of stairs over here to get up there. Actually, I'll pause those stairs. Demolish that. Then have them build a levee. Quick and in a hurry. Tomorrow. They'll build it tomorrow. Yeah, they'll build it tomorrow. And then let's see. After they build that, then I'll have them finish the stairs. You know, just because I want to mitigate getting a beaver trapped under some stairs, because these guys get silly. And you know what? I'm going to finish all of this, and then we're going to call it for this episode. Because I feel like we will have accomplished quite a bit. All right, there, that one, and then demolish that, and some pathing. So we will be done with this on day 8, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Then we're just going to have to literally cut trees to carve a path. All right. With that in there. And then we're going to need a platform there. Gives us a path. And then a lumberjack up here. And we will set our cutting area to carve a path. Which I know this isn't going to get all the way there, but, you know, it's birch. It's going to go fast. And I'm going to need to put another lumberjack station over here to reach, because he's not going to be able to reach all the way there. But we'll finish that later, because taking a look at it now, we got our water done. So we have more water, which I'm thinking about building 2 more, at least 2 more medium ones, because it'll be a while before we move on to large ones, because large ones we need metal blocks, which means we need a smelter. But before we get all that, I need better power. I mean, wind is great. Don't get me wrong, wind is great, but need to be utilizing some more power. But we also got our stairway up here to start breaking down these ruins, which I always like to leave some ruins on the map because they're just cool to me to see. But I definitely want to start utilizing that to get metal so we can start doing some other things and setting things up. Hopefully they'll harvest these potatoes in the next episode so I can get that Lido in place, because yeah, I kind of forgot about that. ADHD and all, it's probably the best and worst excuse I have. So yeah, but we're making progress. Hopefully Paradise will live up to its name once we get started. And like I said, in this one, I'm going to try and conquer my fear of districts. It's just, districts feel so hard to manage at times. I'm hoping that, like, with the invention of zip lines, it helps a lot more with the management between the districts. And we still haven't seen our first bad tide, so I'm expecting that to come up soon. But we're going to end this one here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for spending time with me and watching this. Remember, it's a Let's Play, so if you have anything you'd like to see me do or work on, just let me know. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.